everybody, welcome to Getting in Gear. I'm Jacob.
I'm Dylan.
And we're here today talking about Bad Cat Amplifiers from Bad Cat.
Yes.
Creators
of your favorite Bad Cat.
We've also got the Burmese drive and the Siamese drive. And for a little sauce, we got the Towers.
A couple of two-stage drives and some reverb. Which, yeah, the Towers, actually, I'm excited. I still haven't tried it since, because you guys tried it for last week, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I still have not given it a go. So it'll technically be my first impression with that one. And we'll see. I believe the Siamese drive, we'll get into more of the history of Bad Cat. I feel like that one was around before. I don't remember if the Burmese one was.
Yeah, I think
that one seems like completely new to me, but
I feel like they're both fairly new iterations of
there you
these.
go.
Yeah. And so the Siamese drive is two clones.
Yes.
Clone, duo.
Stacked clones.
And then the Burmese drive is a pair of blues breaker style.
Nice. Okay.
Overdrives. And they both sound great. And they stack really well together. I mean, you would hope, since they put them in the same thing.
I was just realizing, unfortunately, you could never combine the two and have a name that would work for the two because they're already constituted of each other's beginnings and ends. So, like, if you were to do a Siamese half with a Burmese half, it's still the Burmese or the Siamese.
Yep. Or I guess you could just take both first halves and it'd be the
Bursai, yeah. That's actually, that'd be a cool, yeah. Because I was going to say, honestly, that would be a sweet one if they ever consider it. Would be doing half of one with half of the other one.
We can definitely check that out since we've got both.
Yeah, we have the power.
And then we've got the Ocelot.
Which is the head.
I was just going to say from Bad Cat. Again, they're all going to be from Bad Cat, basically.
It's a Bad Cat themed episode.
And the Ocelot's really cool. It's a 20-watt amp that's switchable down to 1 watt. It has 2 notes torpedo captor built in. It is a 2-channel amp with a boosted second channel.
Okay.
So it's effectively a 3-channel amp.
Yeah, 3 stages.
It's quite the versatile little lunchbox.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems to be giving the Rev stuff kind of a run for its money. So I'm excited to try that one because I heard James try it and it sounded great. So.
And I believe that's all new design. Like it's not a reiteration of past
previous things.
Like the Black Cat 30 Mod Shop edition, Mark Sampson Mod Shop edition, which was one of Mark Sampson's original designs that he revisited when he rejoined Bad Cat in 2024. Yeah.
And did we find out if he did pass away?
I didn't. I was just as I was thinking. I was
before we saw some weird.
I do believe he passed away.
Okay.
I guess it'd be like last year.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
But yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I gotta say that is still sort of a cool. I mean, we'll see. I guess I could say all this shit and we'll find out he's still just fine. But I was gonna say if you were if you were to make things that are lasting like that, like I always think that's a cool way to, if you're somebody that designs gear and people are using it long after you're gone, I think that's a cool way to continue being around.
Yes. So in February of last year, he passed away.
All right. So yeah. So like I said, point's valid. Then I think it's cool when if you're gonna pass away, but you leave a lasting impression with gear, that's a hell of a thing these days. And he's really left a hell of an impression in terms of gear, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you don't know who Mark Sampson is, he kind of sits in a category with like Leo Fender or.
Well, I was gonna say he's almost like
Jim Marshall.
Since you brought up Voxes, I almost feel like he's sort of the Dumble of Vox style stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah. He took the Vox thing and made it just better.
Kind of evolved it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is what the Black Cat 30 is a Vox style amp. Yeah. And then we've got a 2 notes torpedo captor.
Yeah, we wanted to give those both equal showings, I guess, rather than miking one and directing another. But honestly, that's one thing that is great about, I mean, the Ocelot, obviously, we'll see if they incorporate more of the tune-up stuff into their stuff. But I really do love any of the brands that have paired with tune-ups, because the ability to record those amps at home that way is awesome with the Captor stuff. So if you haven't tried any of that stuff, whether the Captor alone or an amp that has it built in, definitely try it, because it I don't know, makes your life way easier if you're trying to record at home and you still want to run, a full tube amp and you don't necessarily want to compromise on too many things. It's a great option. So.
It's kind of the best of all worlds. You can have your gigging amp that can also be your home recording amp, and if you live in an apartment or have a family that you don't want to disturb, sometimes you need direct recording options.
Yeah, or you have some random ass riff that enters your brain at 3 a.m. and you got to get it tracked. It's there for you.
and we all know how practice goes. Da 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 burp, da 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 burp burp burp.
That red light fever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to try both, because like I said, they came in at the tail end of last week, but I haven't personally been able to try the stuff yet. So like I said, I'm excited to hear them, because I've been hearing everybody else try them, and they've sounded great so far. And
if it wasn't obvious, we're now a Bad Cat dealer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you can get all this stuff here at Flipside Music, and I'm playing today a Tahitian Coral Classic Vibe Squire Jazzmaster, and somebody needs to this came in today.
Yes.
And someone needs to come get it so I don't have to buy
it. What's funny is, like, every once in a while, like, a guitar will hit the floor, and then it's just funny. It's almost, I don't know what, it's not like a fashion contest, or I don't know what to explain it, but, like, it's almost like something hitting the runway, because, like, that has been the guitar of the day when it comes to, like, everybody checking it out that's come through. And it's just funny, because it's like you never know when a certain guitar is going to click with everybody, but... It is a really awesome color, though. It's kind of It kind of reminds me of was it the California series? I think that's what it was called. That Fender did, where they did like I think it was like a very thin finish type stuff, but they were all like that color. So like I think they did like a Tele, a Strat, and I actually think Ike has one of them, but it's that coral kind of red, which is really cool. It's like not quite salmon, but not quite.
Yeah, it's not orange. Yeah. It's not quite pink.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of in the middle. Honestly, this is pretty close to my favorite color.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, well, yeah, because you already like orange, but that particular flavor of red orange.
Yeah, because it's like pinky orange.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly...
It's like on the orange side of grapefruit.
My favorite color is sunset. And this has that, like, sunset kind of thing.
There's an album title, though. On the orange side of grapefruit.
I do like an orange kind of grapefruit, though.
Yes.
But this is amazing. It's, like, not $500. I can't.
Can't get too tempted.
The neck feels really good.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's a good-looking guitar, for sure.
And, there's not a Jazzmaster in my quiver.
Oh, yeah?
It's one thing that's missing.
Yeah, you haven't completed the kaleidoscope of guitars yet.
Nope.
Excuse me.
But, what do you got there?
I have a PRS Custom 24 SE.
Ooh, yeah.
And I forgot if this is actually, did we mark that? I forgot what color they technically call...
Looks like a sunburst.
Well, I was going to say, like gold sunburst, I think, or something along those lines.
Oh, yeah, they have some, like, funky names.
They do have some, yeah, because this one, like I said, I don't remember exactly, but it is in the sunburst family.
They might even call that, like, black gold sunburst.
That's what I was just going to say. I know it's something odd like that.
Yeah, that you'd be like, huh.
Like, okay, yeah, I guess it sort of almost makes sense.
Whereas, like, Tahitian Coral kind of hits it right on the head.
Mm-hmm. Tahitian Coral. Sorry, it's just that in particular. Like
Coral! Yeah. Coral! For you Walking Dead fans out there. Well, let's hear.
Sure.
Let's see what we got. Oh, actually, we're running these in stereo. I forgot.
Oh, are we? Oh, cool.
So.
Is that you or me? Oh, there you
go. All right, well, that's good tone. We can go home.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess for the audience, which one are we hearing at the moment? Or is that both?
It should be
both.
both.
Oh, it is both? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Why don't you play for a second, and I'll turn this
sure.
up to... So currently we're running half of the Siamese drive and half of the Burmese drive, which sounds really good.
It does, actually.
Whoa, wow. Why is that so loud? That should...
Jesus. That is beefy.
And so that's what a pair of clawns sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the clawn, but that sounds awesome.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, to me, like, clawns are always very reliant on whatever you're running them into. I mean, the gain by themselves is very good, obviously, but it's usually just going to bring out more of what the amp was going to eventually do on its own. That's usually what they kind of excel at. I gotta say right off the bat, you can hear every difference you made on the guitar. So like every change you made on the guitar, you can hear. So for me, like I prioritize clarity with a lot of drives. I think that's pretty sweet because like a lot of those you would kind of lose some of that definition, and it's not losing that at all. So that's
yeah,
cool.
Everything is like a different.
Everything's there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's rad. And then what's the difference?
I wouldn't have expected that to be dark, but
that was with the rhythm circuit.
There we go. Okay.
That sounds good.
A little crispier on like the upper mids, like more like center mids, whereas that has like a little more like kind of low mids and high mids.
Mm-hmm.
A lot crunchier too, obviously.
That's like
two together is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty perfect.
That sounds really good.
Well, and I was gonna say some of the first guys using clawns originally up in the Seattle area, a lot of them were running. I mean, they were running an amalgam of things, but a lot of them were running Marshall. So the two together makes sense. But that's a further argument for a Burmese drive.
That sounds really good.
The two together.
And that's half the Siamese drive and half the Burmese drive.
Yeah, got a little burst side. Yeah, those two together, like that is because like that is extra crispy. Was really good. This was definitely pretty driven. The two together was pretty driven, but one half of each that's like the sweet spot.
Sounds good though.
They sound really good. That's in stereo. Which let's check that out.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of reverb.
The frequency knob adjusts how much, like how fast that. Okay. And filters kind of the volume of that.
Oh, of the overall very cool. Almost kind of a resonant filter there.
I like manual mode personally. And then you can set where you want the frequency to be. Totally.
Because usually with the microphone off the cabinet, like you are heavily shaving off certain frequencies, so it kind of filters it. But that kind of does that. It's almost like a hall reverb without like the spiky high end.
Yeah, it's like halfway between a hall and a plate or something.
Yeah.
But then on the plate you have like that frequency.
Yeah, it's like you can kind of tailor the tone, kind of, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Splash. Ooh. Microphones off the cabinets. With the tune-up stuff, you can actually do that as well, which was one of my favorite things to do with it, is to do like one track with it like where it's supposed to be, and then do another track with the microphone like way off of the cabinet in their software, and it does that really, really well. So. The drives themselves are pretty dynamic as well, which is another really good thing.
Super.
It's like you're kind of going from like very subtle things to very drawn out things without messing with your volume. So it's just like in your hand volume.
That's my favorite thing in a drive, is if it's dynamic or not.
Yes.
Like I want to be able to play quiet and have it be clean, and then be able to like.
Yeah, because if they compress too much, it can kind of take some of those subtleties out of there. So,
and the sustain on these it's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Drive, but I might need to. Why don't you give it a go?
Sure.
Yeah, well,
a lot of push from the humbuckers.
I was just gonna say it's
Yeah.
a huge difference between the P90s
Yeah.
and the humbuckers. Right switch really helps the darkness of the humbuckers.
Yes.
like one is like a boost
versus an actual drive.
as an actual drive, yeah.
Yeah,
So
which that's why I like double stacked clones, because a lot of times most people can't ever be like, oh, I want it to do this and I want it to do that. So like having two of them is legitimately a cool thing, because like there's a few pedals out there that kind of do that, but like that one hits a pretty good spot for that too.
So let's hear the like boost. It's amazing that's like the same pedal. Time here, but let's check out the second channel. So this is the low second channel. Wow. And then if we were to boost it. Versatility. And those are all foot switchable, right?
Yes.
It comes with a foot switch?
That part, I don't recall because I did not open the boxes, so I will have to double check. But yes, they are foot switchable. I just don't recall which ones they came with or did not. But.
And then here, let's just check out this, the Black Cat 30 real quick. It also has a second channel.
Ooh, okay.
And then, to show off the tremolo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
And that's a very versatile trem, too.
Yeah, that's very nice, actually.
And I love this stretch. It's either momentary or you can hold it for
Yeah,
how long
the
it goes.
drag is pretty cool on that. That's for sure. That is pretty great.
And yeah, on that note, on that 2 notes torpedo,
Yes.
we've been checking out Bad Cat today. We've got the Ocelot, the Black Cat 30, the Siamese drive, the Burmese drive, and the Towers from Earthquaker Devices for a little sauce. And
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're happy to have these though. It is pretty cool, especially like you said, kind of covering some of the history of Mark Sampson and all that. Like, it is kind of cool to have because like Matchless is a I don't know what to even put those in terms of a category. I mean, they're kind of like unattainable. I can't even talk. Unobtainium when it comes to amps. Like they're just one of those.
it's like
ones,
the boutique of boutiques.
Yeah, because it's like you only see certain dudes that even have those, and so it's like it is kind of nice when there's things that emerge that are actually attainable and not crazy in terms of price, and having access to those stuff again. So definitely happy to have Bad Cat in the shop. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And yeah, if you want any of this gear, come by Flipside Music or check us out online, flipside-music.com. We've got the Denver Music Gear Expo coming up in June.
yes.
Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. And this has been Getting in Gear. I've been Jacob,
I've been Dylan
and we'll catch you
on the flip side.
Play us out, please.